If you're over 65 and you've been told that a daily walk is enough to keep you steady on your feet, I want you to picture something with me for a second. You're getting up out of a low chair, maybe after dinner, maybe after sitting for a while at church or at your grandkids' game. Your knee buckles just slightly. You catch yourself on the armrest, this time, but it's moments like that one, repeated enough times, that can lead to a fall. And a fall after 65 can mean a broken hip, a hospital stay, and for too many people, it's the beginning of losing their independence for good. Now, I want to be clear, walking is wonderful for you. It's good for your heart. It lifts your mood. It keeps your circulation moving. I'm never going to tell you to stop walking. But here's what walking can't do, and what almost nobody tells you. Walking is a low-demand, repetitive movement. It trains your body to do one thing: walk. It does almost nothing to train the specific kind of strength you need in that split second when your knee buckles, or when you have to catch yourself, or push yourself up out of a chair without thinking about it. That gap has a name. It comes down to a very specific type of muscle fiber loss that most people have never heard of. And once you understand it, you'll understand exactly why walking alone has been quietly letting you down. In my 27 years as an orthopedic surgeon, I've treated thousands of adults over 65, many of them walkers, many of them people who thought they were doing everything right. And what I've found is that 5 simple chair exercises can do more for your real-world stability than miles of walking ever will. I'm going to walk you through all 5 today, and I'm saving the most important one, the one I consider non-negotiable, for last. Before we get into it, tell me in the comments, how old are you, and what's the one movement, getting up, bending down, climbing stairs, that worries you the most these days? I read these and it helps me know what to cover next. Now, let's break this down. Here's what's actually happening in your muscles as you get older. Starting around age 40, your body begins losing muscle mass, and after 60, that loss speeds up, especially in a category of muscle fiber called type 2 or fast twitch fibers. These are the fibers responsible for quick, powerful movements, the kind you need to catch yourself, to push up out of a chair fast, to recover your balance before a stumble becomes a fall. Walking mostly trains your slower endurance fibers, which is exactly why it doesn't fix this problem. The good news, and this is the part I really want you to hear, this is reversible. Your body responds quickly once you give those fast twitch fibers the right kind of signal, even if you're starting from zero. Before we get into the exercises, a quick but important note. If you feel sharp pain, dizziness, or anything that just doesn't feel right, stop immediately. Keep a sturdy wall, counter, or heavy chair nearby for balance throughout. And if you have a recent injury, a joint replacement, osteoporosis, or any neurological condition, please check with your doctor before starting these. Now, let's get into it. Number 5, the seated march. This one rebuilds the connection between your brain and your hip flexors, the muscles you rely on every single time you climb a stair or step over a curb without catching your toe. Sit tall toward the front edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Lift your right knee up toward your chest as high as comfortably possible, hold for 2 seconds, then lower with control. Don't just drop it. Alternate sides for 10 lifts per leg. The most common mistake I see is leaning back to help the leg up. Keep your spine tall and let the hip muscle do the work. Once this feels easy, add a 1-second hold at the top on every rep. Master this one and you'll notice something almost immediately. Stairs start to feel less like a hazard and more like nothing at all. Number 4. The seated to standing press. This is the single most functional movement for getting off the toilet, out of the car, or up from a low couch without using your arms as a crutch. Start seated, feet hip-width apart, flat on the floor, slightly behind your knees. Cross your arms over your chest, Lean your torso forward and stand up slowly, taking a full 3 seconds to rise. Pause standing for 2 seconds, then lower back down over 3 seconds, controlled the whole way. Do 8 repetitions. The mistake almost everyone makes here is rushing the sit-down phase and just dropping into the chair. That's exactly the moment we're trying to bulletproof. Once this feels manageable, try it without using your arms at all. This next one builds on that same strength but adds something walking never trains: reaction speed. Number 3, the seated hip abduction. This targets your outer hip muscles, the ones that fire the instant you catch yourself from tipping sideways, which is one of the most common ways falls actually happen. Sit tall, knees bent at 90 degrees. Keeping your foot flexed, push your right knee outward against a light resistance band looped just above your knees, or simply press against your own hand for resistance. Hold 2 seconds, return slowly. 12 reps per side. Don't let your torso lean side to side to fake the movement. Isolate the hip. Progress by using a slightly firmer resistance band. 2 exercises left, and one of them just might save you a trip to the hospital. Quick favor before we finish the last 2. If this is helping you feel steadier already, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people over 65 who need to see it, and it only takes a second. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Senior Life so you don't miss what's coming next. Okay, let's get to the 2 most important ones. Number 2, the seated calf raise with a hold. Your calf muscles are what fire the instant your ankle has to make a split-second correction, like when the ground is uneven or you step off a curb wrong. Weak calves are one of the most overlooked causes of ankle rolls and stumbles in people over 65. Sit tall, feet flat, hip width apart. Press through the balls of your feet and lift both heels as high as you can. Hold at the top for 3 full seconds, then lower slowly over 3 seconds. Do 12 repetitions. The mistake I see constantly is rushing through the lift and skipping the hold entirely. That top hold is where the real strength building happens, so don't shortcut it. Once this feels easy, try doing it one leg at a time. This next one, though, this is the one I tell every single one of my patients they cannot skip. Number 1, the seated single leg stability hold. This is the exercise I consider absolutely non-negotiable because it directly trains the exact reflex your body needs in that split second before a fall, the moment your balance shifts and something has to fire instantly to catch you. Sit toward the edge of your chair, hands resting lightly on your thighs, not gripping the seat. Extend your right leg straight out in front of you, hovering a few inches off the floor, and hold that position for 10 full seconds while keeping your torso upright and still. Lower with control, then switch legs. Repeat 3 times per side. The most common mistake is holding your breath or tensing your shoulders up toward your ears. Stay relaxed. Breathe normally, and let your core do the quiet work of keeping you steady. Once 10 seconds feels manageable, close your eyes for the hold. Removing your vision forces your balance system to work even harder, which is exactly what we want. 5 exercises down, and in a moment I'll tell you exactly which one to start with tonight if you only do 1. Let's bring it all together. The seated march rebuilds the quick connection between your brain and hip flexors so stairs stop feeling risky. The seated to standing press trains you to rise from low chairs and toilets without relying on your arms. The seated hip abduction strengthens the outer hip muscles that catch you when you start to tip sideways. The seated calf raise builds the ankle strength that corrects for uneven ground before you even realized you needed it. And the seated single leg stability hold trains the split-second reflex that's really behind most falls in the first place. Here's what I want you to hold on to. None of this decline is fixed, and it's never too late to change it. I've watched patients in their 70s and 80s rebuild real, functional strength in a matter of weeks simply because they finally gave their bodies the right kind of signal. It's not about intensity. You don't need to push hard or push long. It's about showing up consistently, a few minutes at a time. If you only do one of these tonight, make it the single leg stability hold. It's the fastest way to start training the reflex that actually keeps you upright. So tell me in the comments, which one are you going to try first? And while you're down there, if this video gave you something useful, do me a favor and hit like. Share it with someone you love who could use steadier legs, a parent, a spouse, a friend. And subscribe to Senior Life so you don't miss what we cover next. Stronger legs, steadier steps. That's Senior Life. I'll see you in the next one.